Two soldier beetles arrive on my Venus Flytraps. Can both of them get caught? And can my Venus Flytraps digest them? It all starts here in my carnivorous plant room. We are surrounded by wildflower meadows, which are the perfect habitat for these interesting beetles. Unlike most beetles, they are not heavily armoured. They've got very soft wing casings. And these interesting beetles often feed on nectar, pollen and honeydew, but they can also be predators, taking on small soft-bodied insects such as aphids, caterpillars and spider mites. But here they're happy feeding on the nectar from my Venus Flytraps, the main reason why they are in my carnivorous plant room. These beetles are actually the adult stage, but the larval stage is also very interesting, a strange velvety looking creature that we've also had on my Venus Flytraps. These beetles are not like ants or bees. They are not social creatures, but they're still often found in clusters or mating pairs, which is probably why it brought these two together. And it's not long before it sets off a trap. Completely unaware of the dangers, these beetles continue to feed on the nectar. At the moment they're sitting on the edge of the traps, in safety. But it will only take one false move and a touch of some of the trigger hairs until a trap will snap shut. This is also not the first time we've had a soldier beetle in my carnivorous plant room. This is a different type, but very similar, and it was successfully caught and digested, and made an excellent meal for my plants, helping them grow stronger and faster. One of these soldier beetles feeds on a smaller trap, unaware that it's entering a bigger trap. An old, gnarled veteran trap that has caught many insects before, and is still powerful. The trigger hairs are touched and it soon snaps shut, closing in on the smaller trap, but the beetle once again breaks free. But this is one of my larger plants. It has many waiting traps, and these beetles just continue to explore. Let's have a look at that near miss from a different angle. The insect is lucky, it is able to reverse and make its way out of the trap. But hungry for more, it continues to explore. The other beetle at the moment is tucked away into the leaves. You can just see its antennae to the left, flickering around as it explores. Triggered by the movement of his friend, this soldier beetle heads towards the other one. And it's not long before it ends up in a trap which snaps shut. Another false capture, and I think this time it could be more futile for the beetle, but it somehow manages to get its legs out of the trap and grasp another one. With a small amount of leverage, it's powerful enough to pull itself free, but it goes straight back to one of the biggest traps on the plant, which could be its final mistake. But let's have another quick look at that previous capture and how it actually pulled itself free. This trap is actually a younger one, and it's not long opened, so it's not very powerful at the moment, and is not quick to react. And often false captures like this end up destroying the trap and destroying the insect. Sometimes I intervene, but this time, as you can see, it just successfully pulls itself free. The beetle is back on one of the biggest traps, feeding again, half in, right next to the trigger hairs. I think this must be it now. And snap, a clean capture, and potentially sensing danger, his friend panics. But let's have a look at that catch from a different angle. This footage was originally recorded in 8K, super high detail, so you can see all the complexities of the trap and the insect. These are fascinating bugs, and you can see that shiny shell that it has on its wing casing, and almost has a velvety look, a bit like the larva that we saw earlier in the video. It's a good capture, and the trap snapping shut is going to have a successful seal. I continue filming the other soldier beetle. It wanders around the plant, looking for nectar and looking for his friend. But in the end, he never wanders into a trap and disappears off the plant. But going back to the other trap, you can see the insect is caught inside, and the more it moves, the more the trap will react and eventually start the digestive cycle. I switch to a time lapse. You can see the trap folding and bending, the teeth grow tighter together, and the digestion process starts to begin. Finally, I look through the side of the trap, and you can see there's no escape.
Mr. Naked Landscaper.